Hi, friends. I can't believe we're at week 8. How amazing is that? I'm also super excited about this week because this is the week that once you get your work done, we get to have a nice one-on-one together. I get to audit everything that you've done so far, and we get to get super, super clear on what it is that you want to do. I get to connect with your spirit guides. I get to do all the cool stuff that I love to do in my energy work, and it's going to be really, really fun. Okay, let's just start with the slideshow. 1 second, let me share my screen. Oh, wait, I've gone too far. Don't worry. Ignore this. We're just going to go back. Everything's fine. Okay, so this week we're really focusing on your solution. From everything that we've done so far, from your human design, going into your why, we really want to create a solution that you're going to love creating for people. And that's really in alignment with, your values, your beliefs, and what you came here to do, basically. So we'll look a bit at the offerings. We'll look at naming your solution and your sales page today. So you may have started this course with a business idea already. So I think this is going to be a really good time to kind of re-audit the ideas that you have, maybe fine tune, maybe let some things go if you have a lot of things to offer at the moment, and just really hone in on one and just see how you go with that. Or maybe it sparks some creativity. Maybe you're like, oh, actually, it was kind of my intention that maybe some new things would come to life for you. So I hope so. But whatever happens, before we go any further, we just want to make sure that it aligns with you, your values, your client needs, and the people that you're trying to reach. And, we need to know if there's a need for it. And like, if it's not that exact need, then let's pivot. Whatever you have to offer will be unique because only you can be you. But let's make that really clear, what makes you you and why that is. So that was something that I even learned in like the coaching, mentoring, healing industry. There's so many coaches, so many healers. I feel like there's an abundance of them that sometimes I'm like, why would I even bother? Like, so many people out there. But there's a reason why you have that calling. There's a reason why you get those visions, is because you're here to help certain people that other people can't help. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, and it was really beautifully said. Wish I remember the name, and I can't remember. I've been binging podcasts at the moment, so it's all blurred into one a bit. But they were saying sometimes a lot of the visions that we get is actually our customers or our soul clients kind of tuning into us to be like, oh, you get an idea. It's actually someone else kind of sending a signal to you and to your soul, I guess, saying, oh, I need this. So that's kind of a cool place. I just thought that's a cool thought. Now, different solutions that you can offer. I just thought I'd give you a little list, potentially things that you may not have thought of. So lead magnet I've put in there as well, and that we're going to work on in 2 weeks' time. Next week, we're going to look a little bit about platforms, and then we'll look at lead magnets and email lists. If you don't know, having an email list is very important. And then this is just kind of different ways where you could put that creativity that you have, or I don't know. I just thought maybe you want to look at events, courses, creations. Is it a service? Is it a consultation? It's always good to start with one. One of these I think would be really good, and then we can always expand. But because we'll be doing the lead magnet, and then you're going to have this one here, I think that's probably a good place to start. I was told by one coach once that it is good to have different pillars. So say you've got, I don't say, like for me as an example, coach, there's so many different ways you can do it. You can have a coaching service that's, an online course like I do here at like a lower price point. You can then have like a one-on-one service. You could have like a brainstorming session that's just like $100 session for an hour, or you have someone that you have for a little bit longer that's like more like $1,000. It's really good to be able to think about your ideal client and what it is that they need. And that was the thing. I think some people say, oh, it's good to have a bit of everything so that you're serving everyone. But I actually think maybe think about that at least your main focus is your client looking to put down a lot of money to be able to really have that transformation. Where are you at? What is 5 steps ahead of you? Like, can you do that? What 5 steps are you ahead of your client? Like, could you, even the price point that you invested in this, could you just maybe put that up a notch and then reinvest in yourself? Because you would have all this knowledge now, plus the knowledge that you have. So you've got even more value to share now. So just have a think about that too. And then the document that I've got will help you go through like everything in the Word doc. This is a quote from Oprah. She said, "Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from what excites you." And that, to me, I've seen it over and over again with my creations. When I start trying to make something from, oh, I should make this, and I'm only focusing on, say, like what the people want, and not necessarily my people, actually, like even like, I don't know, acquaintances are like, oh, they'll probably want to, like, I'm going to write this because I feel like they need to hear this, but it's not really aligned with me, or the other way around. It's aligned with me, and I'm not really focusing on whether it's of benefit to, the whole of humanity. Like if it's coming more from ego, it doesn't land. Like it just doesn't land. Like if you really manage to get into both worlds there, I think you find a really good sweet spot. And I'm really good at doing that for you. So we can do that in a one-on-one. Now, something you can think about as you're going through, if you have even come here with a business idea already, it's name the solution. Like what's important to you, what's important in the solution. Something I've not been very good at, to be fair. I've been questioning my name Life Made Rosy for a long time, thinking it's like really obvious what I do. I feel like people just don't know what I do. And I guess I'm fine-tuning that too, so maybe that's why. But the more wishy-washy you are, the more wishy-washy it will be to people. And you really don't have a lot of time to grab someone's attention these days, especially in the online space. So you want to make it really clear what you do and who it's for and why someone would stick around. Like if you had a yoga studio, you could call it Unwind and Breathe over Unwind Yoga. The second is probably going to be more like, oh, I know she's doing yoga. Unwind and Breathe might lead to more curiosity. Maybe that's a good thing. It depends on the people that you're trying to serve, but it's just important to know that in both instances. I would say in the online space, being as clear as possible is probably better. Now we're going to look at your sales page. This is just a little logo for my sales page. Ideally, your website or your page would have a menu of your offerings. We are going to start with one today, but it would be really good to have like offerings, and then each offering would have a very clear sales page where you could just purchase at the bottom and have a real good explanation. Either way, or whatever you choose might look a little bit different, but people need to know what they're buying into, and the more they know about it, the more they want it. It's like if you go to a CD store and you buy an album, you're more likely to buy the album if you've heard 3 songs that you love on it than if you've just heard the one song. Like, let people hear your song. They can hear the whole album if they want before they come and buy it. They will buy it. Like, you just need to not put too many cards close to your chest and put it out there. Doing the sales page for the content ideas. So when you go through the document, you'll reach the perfect idea that you want to choose right now, or that you want to, and then you'll go through kind of the different parts of the sales page and write that down straight away. So that's it for today. And then what we're going to do, complete the document, have everything written down clearly, and then we will be able to go through it together. I'm so excited. Enjoy, guys.